Hello everybody! Happy Monday! Welcome to PlayStation Access. My name is Rob, and today we will be playing Forspoken on PS5. I've been playing it for a few hours already. We're going to be doing some open world exploration, doing some fights, doing some magic parkour, having a fun time in the massive open world of Forspoken. The game is out tomorrow on PS5. One other thing you may know about Forspoken is that Frey, that's your main character here, wears a magical bangle bracelet, which she calls a cuff. And it speaks to her. And you may hear its voice throughout this stream. But also today, you may have noticed that I'm wearing my very own cuff. Hello, cuff.
Hello, Rob. I am the cuff.
The cuff speaks.
I'm the cuff.
The cuff speaks. Now, the cuff enables you to do various things in the game. You can do the cuff scan, which highlights items, monsters.
I'm glad you liked it.
Things of interest. Thank you, cuff. Yeah, around the world, but also just pops up with sort of sassy comments. Which
off the cuff comments.
Off the cuff, yes. And that's what's going to be happening throughout this stream. We're going to be exploring, and there's going to be off the cuff comments from the cuff.
I think we might have used them all already.
I'm sure the game will inspire some more. So what I'm going to do now, cuff, is show you some of the magic parkour in the game, which I really like. It makes getting around the world really easy. So you just hold down circle. Frey just does this. Sort of leaps and launches.
Very smooth.
Very smooth. Very quick.
What's your... So...
Stay with me.
She's fine.
There I am. Frey. I could try and talk like that for the entire stream, but it would probably get a bit tedious. Give me some context as a cuff. Where are you in the game? How many hours?
This save is about 4 or 5 hours into the game. Right. We've done sort of like the opening story bit, so I'm going to do my best to not show any story stuff on this stream. We don't like to spoil things, so if you're going to be picking up Forspoken tomorrow when it releases on PS5, we're not going to be showing you any story stuff. We're just going to be doing some open world exploration, taking some photos, fighting some monsters.
You told me that we're fighting. It's the only reason I'm here.
And showing off all of the magic parkour and stuff you can do.
That looks a bit
really
like
the lighting. Look at this.
The M5 at the weekend. Looks a bit like that. That's what you're getting in these streams.
When have you been driving down the M5, cuff?
That's true. Why would I have done that as a cuff?
Yeah.
Only if you'd been, I guess. And I was on your arm.
Yeah. Well, I think I was actually on the M5. I drove down to Taunton this weekend.
Brilliant story.
Gone. Yeah. That's what you get on PlayStation Access.
Yeah.
The sort of insightful video game expertise.
A brand new PS5 game, and we're talking about the
driving
M5.
to Taunton on the M5.
The M5, one of the few motorways that has appeared in a PlayStation game. It's in.
That's it?
Yeah, there's the accident, which is the centre of the trauma, which is part of the game. I can't remember what the game's called. That's terrible. The one set in the the Hebrides.
Oh, Dear Esther.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
So there we go. Bit of M5 trivia. Everything is related to PlayStation.
Kind of guessed that already.
So you can combine magic parkour with firing magic at your hands, which looks very cool. I've not learnt a huge amount of spells yet. I had a hands-on with this a few months ago, and my save there had some very spectacular spells. And you get a grade after every fight you've done. I got a B then. I'm still to get an A.
Constant judgment. That's what I like from my video games.
Yeah.
You could have done better there.
Usually you get like a witty remark from the cuff as well. If you get a D, he's like, no.
I can start doing that if you want.
Yes, please. That would be great.
So what's the backstory of the cuff?
The cuff, well, not to spoil anything, but the cuff is sort of doesn't really know what's going on any more than your character, Frey, does. Frey is from New York. The first bit of the game happens in New York, and very soon you're transported mysteriously and magically to this place, which is called Athia. And the cuff is sort of instrumental in that process, but the cuff doesn't really seem to know what's going on either. So you're both on this journey together.
I wonder if the cuff is a person in the real world.
Yes, who knows?
Or a different bit of, you know, like in Beauty and the Beast when all the inanimate objects come to life. I don't know why that was the first thing that came to mind. Oh, more magic parkour.
Yeah, there's lots of zombies around here.
Yeah.
So all these are people who've been affected by the break, which is like a post-apocalyptic natural phenomenon that is creeping over the land and infects everyone and everything it comes into contact with.
So these are the inhabitants of the world that we've been magically transported into,
yes,
but affected by something bad.
Yes.
Wow, the cuff is quite sassy.
Yeah. Doesn't help when you're struggling. This is a lot of zombies here.
Yeah. Have you got any big attacks? Have you got another tree you could make come out of the ground? That was quite...
Oh, God. So I've got the cuff counter, which I've not managed to pull off yet. You'll see like the triangle appears whenever I get hit, or in certain situations when I get hit.
You get your grade up there. You're a C at the moment, right? Just so you know. But there's lots of zombies left. A bit more dancing. That's nice.
That's what we wanted. So you've got support magic on L2.
All right.
And you can choose which one you want to use with L1, bring up the wheel there, and attack magic on R2. And when they're both charged up fully, you can press L2 and R2 together,
right,
to do the big spell,
tree time,
like that, which I've done and completely missed.
These guys look a little bit like Darth Maul, don't they?
I'm not looking at their faces too much, but there are lots of them. My God,
the head horns really are the big. I can't remember. I'm not enough of a Star Wars nerd to remember what race Darth Maul is. Although I learned recently he was designed by one of the regular illustrators from White Dwarf magazine who drew a lot of my favourite, or painted a lot of my favourite fighting fantasy book covers.
That's interesting. Imagining you as a young cuff reading all of those.
I know. Hard to turn pages as a cuff. But I was an avid reader. Just straight back on streams. Yeah. Straight back talking nonsense.
Oh, yes, there we go.
About the M5.
The big
Star Wars books I like.
I do like doing that. Look how they fly.
You're an A at the Rob.
Oh wow, it's the first A I've never got an A before.
Well, you could mess it up yet. There's so many of them left. It's the sort of thing.
Oh, they just keep dodging coming. You need to mix it up a bit as well, like in Devil May Cry.
Like in Tony Hawk. Oh, you're lining them up. You're going to do a bit of magic. What would a cuff say? Show them what you've got, or something. That's what video game characters say. Dodging.
Yeah.
My word. You're right in the middle of them. Get out of there. Hot Rod.
You're gonna love this.
Oh, oh, you're back to it.
That seems harsh.
They're
just not going away.
I don't know where they're coming from.
I've nearly charged this up now. Go on, nearly there.
They'll be sorry.
I'm nearly about to do my big move. Here we go.
It's pretty good, but you got slapped while you're doing it.
Oh, I really wish I could pull off that cuff counter. I'm just not very good at doing that yet.
Ethan Codes asks, what have we done to deserve Nath's presence today? Apart from the fact I'm not Nath, I'm a cuff. It's just that everyone else is out of the office.
Not supposed to say.
But as you know, as a cuff, I'm interchangeable. Do you feel bad, Killer? Do you know what I mean? Like in that way, some stories encourage you to feel slight regret that you have to get rid of people who used to be people.
Yes. I mean, Frey doesn't care.
Right. Cool.
She's only just arrived here. She doesn't know if anyone is. So yeah.
She
just wants to get home.
Rob, is there something generating these zombies over the hill?
That is a good question. Because they're not going away, are they?
They seem to have thinned out. Crikey. And is all the pink rock business apocalypse related.
It's bad business, yeah. That's the break doing its stuff. Wow, there are lots of them here. Too many. Break zombies. Humans who get caught up in the break.
There's no saving them. It says, don't worry about it. Just kill them.
You know which spell to use, correct?
Yes, so shut up.
Yeah, shut up, Cuff. Me.
I think I'm just going to have to get out of here because...
Well, I think you're nearly there. I'd like to... Surely you need to finish the fight to get a final grade.
yeah, that's what I thought. And it's what usually happens.
Back in, you're in B town. Back in B. There's a whip.
I'm not sure this fight is going to finish, though, because...
Where are they coming from? No, I will. I think that you're doing it. You're doing it, Peter. Do you know what the break reminds me of as a term for something in a world?
What? Breaking of the world?
Yeah, breaking of the world. That's right, from the Wheel of Time.
I do enjoy the creativity that inventors of fantasy universes have to come up with to name the post-apocalyptic things that have happened before the main story starts. Because it happens in lots of fantasy, doesn't it? There's always something that happened before the breaking of the world, Matt.
Yes. Yeah. Or in Tolkien, just different ages, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, the breaking of the world's a great one.
It is good, isn't it? The world was broken.
I'm listening to them on audiobook. I don't know
I
why.
know, you played a little snippet to me, didn't you, the other day? It was
incredibly dry.
quite an experience.
Incredible.
I've got an A. Come on, finish the fight. Yes!
Well done.
Oh, no.
Oh no, I was a bit C-3PO then. Who's this? What's that red mark?
On it.
That's a grade A.
Can't argue with that. It's better than a B.
There were a lot of zombies then.
Were you hoping for a little exercise?
You really don't know me.
Trying to get a handle on the personality of the Cuff.
The Cuff is like just
It's British.
British, doesn't take anything or anyone very seriously. Likes to mock. Likes to mock old people, as I saw in a cutscene just a couple of hours ago. This poor old man who was affected by the break. The Cuff just called him a senile old fool. Highly corrupted areas. The break makes some areas extremely dangerous indeed, mainly due to the presence of the frighteningly powerful enemies known as nightmares. Make sure you are well prepared before entering any such area. Wow. I don't know if I am.
No, I'm not sure that's us right now. Sword in the Stormmask.
It's dramatic though, isn't it? Look at the wind. Just if I go here, it's bad. But if I go here, it's all right. I just want to get to that waypoint. I'm going to go a different
This is
way.
like what it's like inside and outside when I go for lunch. It's like, it looks really nice, and then as soon as I go outside, it's horrible.
Yeah.
Anyway, Sword in the Stormmask, has the Cuff read any David Gemmell? And the answer is the Cuff, as a young Cuff, read a lot of David Gemmell. All of the, what is it called? The Sipstrani Stone stuff.
I've never read any David Gemmell.
I read loads. My dad was really into it, so I read most of them. But then there's probably like another twice as many books, you know, since I stopped reading them.
What was your dad? A necklace?
Yeah, that's right, yeah. He was a garter.
Oh, a wolf. Bad wolf.
They look very hairy.
Gonna bind them. And in the darkness. Oh, they're immune to be binded.
That it did. That asshole's going nowhere.
Oh, what?
Yeah, she doesn't care.
A foul mouth. I guess that's what happens when you're from New York. The fish out of water fantasy experience. A bit like
Thomas Covenant.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't remember Thomas Covenant.
Assholes! I'd have liked it though. Oh, there's a lot of these as well. I seem to just be an area where there's just lots of everything. This is a lot more of everything than I've ever fought before. Usually you just have 2 or 3 of these wolves.
Just keep moving.
And
is that something Mr. Miyagi says?
Tendril.
Get up, move faster. Wow.
Yeah, have some of that. Oh. Go on, Cuff counter. Yes, I did it.
You're still A at the moment. Can you finish with an A?
I would love to.
Nice dodge in. Oh.
Got counter.
Oh, you're trying to
Up again.
counter. Now you're a B. That that's annoying. That felt like the kind of animation where I would expect to be invulnerable. If I'm punching the ground and magic's coming off my hands.
You're gonna love this.
Yeah, it's a little bit of tendril. Go on, finish it. No. I think that's it. A B. I'll take it. No, there's still one more left. Oh, God, he's right there.
Can you lock on?
Yes.
Gross.
Biff.
That's your idea of
A nice treasure
compliment?
chest there. Maybe, Cuff, you could read some comments out from people.
Okay, I will. Thomas Tomasi, for example, just says, did Nath just say Wheel of Time was incredibly dry? I did. I specifically said that the audiobook version is incredibly dry, and all you need to do is go to the look at the free sample on Audible, and you'll see what I mean. The man reads the book like this. That's the only tone he'll use, and he uses it all the time, just for 24 hours. So enjoy that. Other non books I read as a child comments include Ryan Clare asking, are these Tibetan Mastiffs? Very specific. I don't know. What else is happening? Gaius Guardian says this kind of has Soul Kingdom Hearts, perhaps Kingdom Hearts vibes. Obviously, I've never played Kingdom Hearts, so I wouldn't know anything about that. I'm a Cuff, so I couldn't have done. Cuffs can read but not play games.
I gotta say, I'm not getting Kingdom Hearts vibes so much as well, it's quite unique. I don't think there's anything really like it in terms of like the feel in the open world. There's like a bit of a Final Fantasy 15 vibe to it. But the combat, certainly, when mixed with the parkour, is a very unique experience. It's quite hard to get to grips with at the beginning, but it's sort of exhilarating and very smooth and quick once you get the hang of it.
Rob, I assume this is something to do with an ongoing thing which happens on streams. I like the directness of the comment, which is from Maria Hamilton, and simply says, 34th birthday today, full stop, Gollum.
Who's that from?
Oh no, it's gone. Maria, I believe.
Maria.
Yes, Maria Hamilton.
Maria Hamilton.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Maria
Maybe
Hamilton. Happy birthday to you.
There we go. It's your first experience of the Gollum Happy Birthday song, Cuff, I believe.
Yep. I don't know what. I don't know. Lots of people are now telling us when they have recently turned. Like, I guess that song was for everyone. I think that's the favour I can do.
Yeah. Any birthdays to? Oh no.
Oh dear. Looks like Java Sensei. Hello, Java Sensei. Haven't seen you in the chat for a while because I've not been here for whatever. I'm a Cuff. Has just played Fallen Order, which is great, and enjoyed the game so much. She's now going back to watch the films for the first time, which I find very interesting. And I mean, great. I mean, I encourage it, obviously. I wonder what it would be like to watch Star Wars for the first time now.
Gotcha.
Locked chest. Why are you telling me about locked chests now, game? I'm in the middle of a fight with some horrible wolves.
Did you block that? That was cool.
The Cuff does like auto blocking sometimes, if he feels like it. So they don't care about being binded. So I'll do the tendril. They don't like that.
Vulnerable. They specifically hate that.
Whoa.
Yeah.
There.
Rob, if you were writing dialogue for a game and you specifically had to write the cool things that characters say while they're attacking people, what would you say?
Oh God, I don't know.
Freya, for instance, says,
I'd leave.
"That's gotta hurt."
Yeah, I'd leave swear words out of it.
Would you? I'd say shut up. Probably. That's all I was saying.
Yeah.
Shut up,
Shut
wolf.
up, wolf. I don't know. I mean, it must be really hard writing a game.
Yeah, yeah.
Because there's so many different aspects of writing. There's writing the lore and the backstory. There's writing the actual dialogue. There's writing all of the, notes and emails and things you have to find around the world that give the story a bit of depth and backstory. And also, it must be disheartening writing that, knowing that most people just won't read it.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's. I think it's. I just want to see what's happening here.
I've managed to unlock the chest, I think, by beating all those horrible wolves.
Reasonably.
Very difficult to, because you write the things which, everything that anyone says in a game while they're having a fight could be terrible. It totally depends on the performance of the person doing it,
Yeah.
how it appears in context in the action, and there's I imagine when you sat down to write those things, it's very difficult to plan forward. What can you say?
I don't know.
I'll get you. Take that. It's really hard.
Yeah. I think Uncharted does it especially well.
That's true. Yeah.
And I think a lot of it, I don't know how they do it, but I certainly get the sense that
Pocket this.
they'll sit Nolan North down in a room and show him some gameplay and he just improvises over the top of it quite a lot of the time.
There were those cool stories which came out of, I think it was Uncharted 2, or maybe 3 as well. But there was that really famous one, wasn't there, where he said he was just like spitballing just things, and I think they were either watching or acting them out. But that's where
Really bum me out
Kitty Got Wet
sometimes.
came from.
Yeah.
The scene we just left behind, you mean?
Multiplayer
Yeah.
taunts.
Must have been so alive
Absolutely
back in the day.
pathetic. Sebastian Jimenez says you're absolutely pathetic. Would be Rob's one.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you remember Reality Fighters on PlayStation Vita?
Yeah, of course they do.
I used to love that because you could make yourself and you could also record lines that your fighter would say when they won or lost.
Okay. Oh, what, into the
Into
Vita?
the Vita's thing, yeah.
PlayStation Vita?
And me in Reality Fighters, I wore like a ballet dress. And my line was, I'll give you a ballet good thrashing.
I remember that. I remember the way you said it. I'll give you a ballet good thrashing.
Yeah.
TB Kahuna says, Cuff, have you ever read Joe Abercrombie? I've not. I've been recommended Joe Abercrombie.
Oh, really? I'm not a fan of Joe Abercrombie.
Well, I won't bother them.
No, you should. You
Yeah.
should.
I mean,
It's
I've got loads of books to read.
it's the new wave of inspiration. So quite a lot of the fantasy books that we've just been talking about and we read as children were obviously very heavily influenced by Tolkien, and now a lot of them, especially Joe Abercrombie, are heavily influenced by the other RR, George RR Martin.
Oh, really?
So Joe Abercrombie's sort of like the post Song of Ice and Fire wave of fantasy.
I'm not sure I'm ready for a whole...
So
I don't
it's
need to introduce
gritty and sweary and realistic and,
Okay.
violent, lots of sex in it,
Ooh.
that kind of thing.
Oh, now.
Ooh. No one ever got undressed in a Tolkien book.
No. I wonder what swear words would be in Elvish,
This should
and if
come in
Tolkien ever even
If you
invented
wrote them
any.
down, there's a secret notebook somewhere in his old office.
Oh, this might be a story bit. I don't know what I've come to here. Look at that. That's pretty cool.
Where are we?
Oh, it's Prinost, a new area of the world. Very colourful.
Hey, Cuff.
Oh, I can. Yeah, it's different points. You can have conversations with the cuff.
Oh,
I'm just gonna.
wicked.
We never mind at the moment because I don't want to be.
Yeah,
don't want to be doing any spoilers.
Shut up, Cal. What are some other things that people... A couple of people are mentioning Dave getting to Solitude, and am I proud? No. It was like... Not only did he only just try it a few months ago, compared to when I did it, which was years and years and years ago, but also it was a completely different time of day, and he could just see it, couldn't he? He just turned his head left, and he could see it.
Yeah, that
There's
was
kids around here.
It made me realise that it was the weather. It was the weather that defeated you.
Yeah.
So one of the things
No
that
bad signs.
one of my favourite things in the game so far is that Frey still has her phone, and her interactions with the characters in this fantasy world who have no idea what a phone is. It's just fun.
Good.
Yeah.
Also, that you can take pictures. So she's on a sort of a.
Yeah.
Is there a game mechanic there?
It is a quest, like the children in this little hub town who've never seen anything of the outside world have asked Frey to take pictures for them. And so there are specific points in the world where you have to go and take pictures, like that one just there. Sort of like a little side quest.
Nice. There's a little bit of Joe Abercrombie back and forth now. Some people agree, Rob, and some people are like, it's quite good fun. Somebody's described
it is
as like Song of Ice and Fire meets Guy Ritchie, which
yes,
I want to kind of. That does. I mean, yeah.
This looks so different
Yeah,
from
I would try that.
it's just not my thing, not my taste. But to be honest, most fantasy fiction isn't nowadays. Something I enjoyed a lot when I was younger, and find increasingly stale now.
Yeah, fair. Fair. I am wanting. How does Frey charge her phone? Says Miss Muscle. It's magic, isn't it? I mean, the big question is how has she gone to a completely different world, and why is she fighting zombies?
The music suggests that these wolves might be a little bit harder than the ones I have previously fought. Also, the fact that I'm in a new area that I may be underleveled for.
Lucy Sobey says now Rob reads books about trespass, although he's yet to lend me that book, and I have asked.
Have
so,
you?
Yes.
Oh yeah, I will. I'll happily lend you it. I very nearly considered attending the Dartmoor Right to Roam gathering that's just happened.
Yeah, yeah.
I didn't in the end.
That's a bit far.
So
It's a
I
bit
chickened
cold,
out.
isn't it? Bit cold.
Bit cold to be breaking the law.
That would have been a good bit of M5 though.
It would have been all the way to Dartmoor. Yeah. It looked like amazing weather though. They had a great time and all the photos looked really nice. What it'll achieve ultimately, I don't know. Hopefully.
To run
The
through
right to roam.
some comments. A few people are asking what my take is on the winner plays on situation. And I wanted to just, because I'm glad that I am here in the form of the cuff today, because that last stream was great, and we were watching it downstairs in the office while the pair of you were doing it, and I really felt for you, Rob. The odds were probably tilted in your favour, and
They were. It was designed for me to win.
and that's what made it good. Dave did well. I think he did well, and you obviously I think the pressure just got to you at the end. And what I liked was, when people ask about, like, is there a real competition there, or, you know, and obviously it's a bit of both. We like it when it's exciting to watch, but no one likes losing. And the other thing about Dave is he sent both of us the next morning a comment, which was, this is obviously he was furious. He was like, this is obviously a fix. Rob's let him win just for the storyline. And Dave sent it to me and Rob, like, it was the first thing I saw when I woke up, so he must have sent it about 7 in the morning, just being like, what is this? Don't try and take that victory away from Dave, everybody.
Yeah, there are lots of conspiracy theories about whether it was thrown or not. Absolutely not. Like, I wanted to win.
No,
I was there. I had won. All I had to do was not muck it up at the end.
Well, this is the thing. People who think that do not understand you fundamentally as a human being.
I thought I had it. When he mucked up that tiger level, but there's no way he's coming back from this. I just take all the time I wanted. And then he just really quietly and quickly got through all of the other levels that I'd taken a bit too long on.
Yeah.
And he was just there.
The water level, he only needed one go on it. We've been asked what we think of, I can't remember his name now, but is it Sanderson, the guy who
Oh,
took
Brandon
over?
Sanderson,
Brandon
yeah.
Sanderson. I've never got that far in the Wheel of Time series.
No, me neither.
So I don't know what his books are like, but everyone seems to like him.
I've never read any of his actual books.
No, and I know that he crowdfunded a book a couple of years ago for a record amount, because he's got a very big fan base.
I like this area of the world. This is what I was looking forward to before the game came out, the curvy rocks. I like a good fantasy geological formation. Look at that. You wouldn't get that in the real world, would you?
It's quite specific. You would, but it would fall down, and everyone would be sad.
Yeah.
What was that bit of near the sea that fell down and you were sad?
Oh, the Azure window in Malta, yeah.
Wasn't there one in the UK as well?
There's one... I think there's a few, but there's a fairly famous one at Durdle Door, which is still standing on the Dorset coast. Very beautiful place. But yeah, the big iconic one in Malta, which is where they filmed in season 1 of Game of Thrones. Daenerys and Khal Drogo's wedding was filmed there at the Azure window, and there was a big storm on the Isle of Gozo where it was, and it just fell into the sea. Incredibly.
I guess that's where we're all going to end up in the sea one day.
Yeah. My sister-in-law got married there
In the sea.
literally the year before it fell down, so all of her wedding pictures have like the Azure window in the background, and now they're quite iconic pictures. That just doesn't exist anymore.
I mean, that's nice in a way. That's nice.
Sounds about right. Man,
Old Harry Rocks in Dorset is also crumbling into the sea, unfortunately, he says, because of dragons. Old Harry Rocks. That sounds like someone in the pub. Old Harry Rocks.
I love local names for places like that. There's something very British about it. Old Harry Rocks.
We haven't been paying very much attention to the game.
I have.
I'm conscious. As the cut. I've missed everyone in the comments. I haven't been on a stream for too long.
Yeah, that's what it's about, really. And obviously, this is the other voice you can hear.
Yeah.
It's the cuff.
And for those who have asked, I am sat next to Rob. as well as being on his arm, I am.
What magic do I want to learn now? Have I nearly learnt this? I don't know. There's like a special thing I've got on this piece of magic where I've got to use it 35 times whilst also doing parkour to sort of level it up. I'm sort of just getting to grips with the complexities of the upgrade system.
It's always a tricky thing, isn't it? Just understanding, getting your bearings. And
yeah, I'm still in the learning phase of the game.
I can't remember, the comment's gone now, but I will quickly say no, I have not yet even started The Witcher 3 on PS5, let alone got the
I really want to. There's just too much coming out. I really want to play Witcher 3 on PS5. I really want to play Cyberpunk.
Yeah. Yeah, I've installed that.
What was I
Ready.
gonna make again?
Just a bit of crafting.
I am also going to play the Dead Space remake, I think.
Oh yeah, it's this week.
I know.
So soon now.
Yeah, I might just mute all voices in the game, so I don't think Isaac should talk. I don't know if that's a controversial opinion. I liked it when he didn't say anything.
Does he talk in the remake?
Yeah. No, I don't think he talks loads, but I think he talks a bit. Well, he talks in 2, but
Oh.
you know.
Some places have appeared on my map.
Let's see. Any interesting books?
I think I've done it. That was from that fight with all those zombies. Yes.
Get out there and use your spells. Are you excited about Hitman 3 Freelancer?
I am.
The question has been asked.
I really want to get back into Hitman. After we did the stream of it last week.
Yeah.
I love Hitman 3. It's so good.
Again, it's another one I've
No
never
doubt
really
about it. You're getting better at this.
gotten into. I'm trying to place that accent that the cuff has in the game. It's a bit, who's your man there who plays Jarvis in the Marvel movies? Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know Marvel very well.
Paul Bettany, thanks, Dan. Here's a little bit Paul Bettany.
Build up power and strike bound enemies from behind. That sounds quite hard. Absorb health. Defeat flying enemies. What purple magic do I want to learn next? Defeat enemies with counters. I've not been very good at that. Knock enemies down.
Knocking them down, I think, would be useful. There seems to be a lot of crowd control in this game.
I'll accept that one then. Glad I did that one.
Maria Hamilton thanks you specifically for the song. But she's been watching for years, but this is the first time she's commented. And
Oh, well, there you go. There you go.
Never comment again. Do you know what I mean? It's never. It's not getting better than this.
It was someone else's 40th birthday I saw after they probably deserved it more than you, Maria. You were only 34. But there you go. I think everyone could only tolerate one of those songs per stream.
Yeah, I think
I don't think we could do it again.
That's enough. We should do a general happy birthday.
Yeah, to everyone.
From the comments that I read after you did it, Rob, I'm picking up that other people on the Axis team hate it. Is that fair?
Yeah, but we did a poll. Because I was genuinely worried after the first couple of times that everyone hated it. So we did a poll, and 80% of people voted to keep it going.
Everyone loves a birthday.
It just happens now. Dave loved it when I recorded it in his birthday card.
Yeah, and I can't read the second name. Also disappeared off the screen. Was just asking if there's anyone on the Axis team who is into Monster Hunter. They are a big player, and no, it's not one I've ever gotten into.
It's one of those ones that I've always wanted to really get into, but it's sort of like
Daunting.
passed me by.
Holly did get into it.
Yes.
I don't know if she stayed into it. She got into it.
Oh God, there they are.
What manner of creature is this?
All right.
That could be one that you say. Alright. Attack enemies from behind.
Back off.
Oh, it's just an added bonus. I thought it was like a challenge.
Just don't really know where I'm going at the moment. Just
No one around.
doing some exploring.
Believe me. You're
Do you have?
plenty of
I know we're
all
avoiding
by
the narrative missions. What is your goal? You mentioned earlier on to me about a fight, about perhaps a dungeon and a fight.
Yes, so there are optional sort of hidden labyrinths dotted around the world map that you can do that have bosses at the end of them. Narratively, my goal at the moment, my main goal is to try and get back to New York.
Yeah.
But I believe that's probably going to be a goal that is pushed further and further back down Frey's list of priorities. At the moment, she has sworn vengeance on a character called Tantasila, who's one of the 4 Tantas. And Tantas are like powerful sorceresses who used to be very good and rule the land of Athia, and since the break have become corrupted and evil and bad.
Wait, like the witches in The Wizard of Oz?
Yes, like that. And my current goal is to go to a fortress where one of them lives and defeat her, basically. So that's my current narrative goal. But I'm definitely not strong enough to do that yet. So at the moment, I'm sort of just doing this. These little blue pools of light give you mana, as you can see, and you use mana to unlock new spells. Have a look at
Everyone's
the map.
talking about. I mean, I'm not quite in the games loop as much as I was before. Lots of people have been mentioning Wo Long, and I don't know what it is.
It's probably something you would like. It's sort of Neo-esque, I guess. I've not played it myself, but it's another hardcore sort of action RPG style game, I believe, that we haven't yet played on the channel. And there's Alex, I think, especially would like us to play it. There's a bit of a hubbub about it, so. But it's definitely not the kind of game I would play. Certainly not live streamed.
Literally Team Ninja's next game.
Yes.
I've been sleeping. What am I doing? March the 3rd?
Let me guess.
Yeah, there's too much coming out
See what's at the top.
this year.
I'm going to make some calls.
Too many good games.
Wait, 17 minutes of gameplay. Right, you keep playing this game.
No.
Right, stop. Are you using your new abilities?
I think they're sort of
Are they
passive.
passive?
Yeah. That was bad.
You're mine.
Gosh. Yeah, it's a big if, PS5. It feels like
Yeah. Well, PSVR 2's coming out very soon as well.
yeah,
Which feels genuinely really exciting.
kind of a watershed. Yeah, I mean, I'll still be playing all the PS4 games I
Yeah.
haven't finished, but
And you will as well. Like, you'll actually do it.
I'm going to play Dead Space, and apparently I'm going to play Wo Long. I can't believe how out of the loop I am.
Have you played Elden Ring yet?
No, I've installed it, but not. I got it much later than everybody else, so I was going to play it at Christmas, and then I promised Chloe. Well, I don't know if we talk about Chloe. If anyone knows
We
who she
do.
is.
Office manager Chloe.
So and then I promised Chloe I was going to play Cyberpunk because she loves Cyberpunk.
does.
I didn't do that either. I just played a little bit of Alan Wake Remastered and Necromunda Hired Gun, and then stopped. And then I've been playing Ollie Ollie
God's sake.
World.
Ollie Ollie World's great.
It is great, but it's also incredibly hard. So
Well, like Ollie Ollie and Ollie Ollie 2.
I was better at them, I think.
Yeah, it's easier to be better at them, I feel, because they're just left to right.
And also just doing the levels was the hard thing. This one is like, doing the levels is fine. Can you do 3 impossible tricks in one combo on a level which has got 3 meters of actual ground?
Do you remember Rad mode, though, in Ollie Ollie 2,
Yeah.
where you'd only be able to complete a level if every single landing was perfect?
It's rad. Yeah, no, I know. I never did it. I unlocked it and I was like, that's me. I'm done.
Oh, this might be story-ish here. Or maybe not. It looks like there's lots of treasure up there.
This is peak fantasy game. There's a tower, Rob.
Yeah.
There's things in it.
Gotta go in it, yeah. Probably something really difficult at the top.
Reminds me of a walk I went on recently, about 6 months ago now, to a part of Bath up on the sort of the big, what's it called? The walk you can do all the way around Bath.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of near Sham Castle, but a bit further over. There's a tower up there, and it was a bit like, and every instinct of my body was like, explore this tower. But what there was at the top was a bunch of teenagers drinking, so I I left them.
You must have had quite an army.
How do they find these places? These intimidating groups of teenagers.
Man, I've got no idea. They were actually quite nice. I mean, we get a different class of loitering teenager in Bath. But I decided not to go up the stairs.
This looks like an especially difficult zombie. Oh no,
Oh,
and there's more
mate,
coming
of
in.
course, why have you gone upstairs?
Look at them all.
What have you done?
It's like something. It's a horde. Oh god, this one's strong.
Pow. He is strong. And I guess you want to try and deal with him before the others get upstairs. Nice.
Down.
He's dust.
I'll take this.
Yeah, loot. Guys Guardian asked if I'm enjoying Alan Wake Remastered. Do you know, I think it's probably just been slightly too long. I installed it because I loved Control. I really liked Mad Max back in the day. And I know that Control and Alan Wake have kind of got a shared universe thing going on. I am looking forward to Alan Wake 2. I don't know though. I had to take, it with it. It was like going to a games museum. Some things have aged better than others. Trophies for Robert.
Yeah. You're close. Yeah.
This has a little bit of the old Control to it. A little bit. The zipping around.
A little bit. The Control is another game in my pile of shame, which I know I almost certainly really love.
I
That game.
won't say a word, yeah, but I hope you get to it.
Mother Nature would like a word.
That's what I'd write. I did enjoy that. She says hi.
Would like a word.
Mother Nature sends her regards. That was good.
Control is sick, says Shed of Chaos.
Yeah, it's got Returnal vibes, I believe, from what I've heard. That sort of sci-fi mystery, weird, sort of creepy sci-fi thing.
Yeah,
I just
yeah.
love.
Yeah. Is that a probably more accessible and a bit more sort of leans more into sort of X-Filesy, or a new weird. Returnal, I think, is slightly more oblique, harder to sort of get into, but all the more tantalising.
Yeah, I love Returnal so much.
What's your favourite PS5 game, Rob?
I think
Returnal,
it might
right?
be Returnal.
Yeah, same, same. Let's have a secret We Love Returnal club while the others are
Although
away.
it's hard to ignore God of War Ragnarok. Yeah,
Also-
God of War
also
Ragnarok is just obviously brilliant, though, isn't it? Returnal was like secretly brilliant.
Right, yeah. I had to really suffer to understand how brilliant Returnal was.
Yeah.
Oh, you are right though. God of War was fantastic. Big pre-Christmas game. I liked it so much I went back to the 2018 game and platinumed it. I do like it when a new game, just a new, you know, like a follow-up, a sequel, makes me realise, I could have done better on, or I love this and I understand the systems well enough to go back. And that happened to me with Dishonored. I think it was in the end, maybe even the DLC for Dishonored 2, and I was like, I've got to go back and play everything again.
Here's one of those labyrinths. It looks kind of locked.
Is there is there any sense of level?
Wow, this place sure is something.
It does rather pique one's interest.
It's probably going to be too hard for me. Let's try.
Let's do it.
It's got a red glow. The last one I went into had a blue glow.
Oh, I wonder if that, yeah, that might be part of the level system.
Oh, it looks dangerous in here, doesn't it?
This place gives me the creeps.
Stay on your guard. I sense enemies ahead.
Enemies.
Aoife Hart asks whether there will be any coverage of Hogwarts Legacy on the channel.
There will be. And very soon.
I just wanted to tee that up. Because I knew that one lucky little boy had a
We're not allowed to say.
All right.
Don't get us in trouble.
Lucky I didn't. That's what happens when you're not on the emails anymore.
Oh, gotcha.
The advantage is ours. Now's your chance.
On it.
While you're concentrating on not dying, I'm going to read out some comments.
Yes.
Persona said, I recently finished Dishonored 2. Yes, it is amazing. Because of Dragon says, the Ashtray Maze from Control is one of those amazing moments in video games, which I did like it. There were other bits of that game I liked more, but I do remember when the game came out and everyone was sort of blown away by that level, and I'm not going to be like a naysayer about it. I thought it was really, really good. And more than that, I would say that I do like it when...
That's great. A star. Great star.
Oh, mate. Screenshot that. Upload it to Twitter.
Oh, it's gone.
Oh, you were going to. I do like it when even games these days are so often open world, but it's nice when a particular bit of a game is just designed, does something unusual, and reminds it again, right, banging on about Dishonored, but well, there was that year where Dishonored 2 came out and it had like the Clockwork House, which was just fantastic.
Yeah.
And it also had a level where there were two bits of time going on at the same time, you know, and then at the same year I think Titanfall 2 came out, and it also had one level where you messed around with time, and it had another level which was sort of reconfiguring itself as you went in, and it was just, you know, like video games just toying with the very medium itself. What a year that was.
I do remember that. I've again Dishonored. I've never finished the first Dishonored, and I've
Dead end.
barely.
Looks like some kind of lock.
Oh, God.
Is it a puzzle?
Oh God, I've not done this before.
It's a very easy sliding puzzle.
Just connect the sun and moon. You can walk away from a puzzle if you get stuck, but you'll have to start from scratch. You tend to solve it again.
It's telling you the
Oh God, hang on. What do I? Ew. Move pieces. Yes. Oh, it's just done it.
Nice.
I don't know how I did that.
Lucy Sobey says,
At
Rob,
least make it challenging.
Cuff, have either of you played Superliminal?
No,
No.
I have not. I think Ash has though.
No, I've not. Another one for me to Google. I'm an old man.
I'm pretty sure Ash has played it. I've heard Ash. Definitely heard Ash going on about that. I think how it's really good. I think that might be it. Actually, no, there's a door there.
It would be good if there was a boss.
There's almost certainly going to be a boss. I was hoping it was just going to be a little corridor with a fight and then a treasure chest in it, but looks like I am going to have to fight something.
Are they sleeping?
Oh God.
Should just tiptoe past.
Oh my God.
Tiptoe past them. That's what the Cuff says.
We don't want to tiptoe past them, though, do we?
This one's going to be a chore.
Oh, mate. They're vulnerable to whatever that was. Oh, maybe that's because they're all asleep. That's nice. There's a lot of people in this room, Rob. I mean, my rubbish advice that you don't need to hear would be try and stay as much as you can to the outside so no one can attack you from behind. But there are bricks. Sometimes there's piles of bricks.
Oh, come on.
Crikey.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, is another thing I would say.
Yeah,
Right.
same. Yeah.
Just you just want, yeah, come on, etc.
Do you know, I mean, what would if me and you were granted magical powers and we're fighting zombies from another world? I wonder what we would say. We'd say something. What's happening?
You'd probably just be crying, wouldn't you? If this actually happened in real life and you were in a completely weird and strange fantasy world,
Yeah, tears.
and stuff was coming out your hands and there were zombies, I'd just be crying the whole time.
First few.
I've got 73 mana. I should spend that. I should learn burst shot level 3. Oh my god, I'm only 1 mana away from being able to learn that.
You and I pronounce that word differently, and I don't think I'm right. I've got no idea. But can we do a poll, Alex? Is it possible to do a poll on how do you pronounce what Rob would say mana and I would say mana?
Yeah, I think I only say mana because so many video game characters have pronounced it like that over the years.
Well, that might be a good sign that you're correct.
But they're all American though. The Americans also say chocobo, which
Chocobo.
is wrong. I say chocobo. It just sounds better, doesn't it?
It does sound better. It sounds like chocolate.
Yeah.
Chocolate birds.
What's this?
Don't know. Oh.
Oh no, don't want to do that. No. I want to go in and beat the boss of this labyrinth, which is going to be through this room.
S. Rank Pearson.
It's going to be difficult, I think. Whatever's behind this door.
Nick Hamlin says it might help if the cuff had a canonical name
Oh god!
and suggests
Oh god! Look at the size of that!
Around this time.
Cuffboot. Anyway, Rob was the name for the cuff that has been suggested. Do you know what? That's encouraging. That was only a small volley that you got away, and it's done an amount of damage. I would say you're probably 1/8 through this boss. Or maybe a 5th now. Whoa. That poll. Everyone go and have a look at the poll. And then actually, I've missed saying this, give this stream a like. And if Rob beats this boss first time, let's all agree to like the stream. And vote
God.
on the poll, please. Are those little weak? No, that's the lock on. I was like, are those purple weak spots? Over halfway now, Rob. 2/3, I reckon. Oh, he's miles away. Look at that. I'm over here, you fool! What kind of a creature is that? Well, it's a lesser Gygus. That, yeah, couldn't tell if that got you or not. Very, very close now. Can't really see your health gauge.
I am giving myself an A.
I kicked his ass.
Yeah, you got grade E, mate.
You should.
Ultimately, though, E is a pass.
I only noticed that because she said, I'm giving myself a grade A for that one. And then the screen said,
E.
grade E.
Maybe I was over-leveled.
Wow. I am astonished by the one-sidedness of the poll, but I would like for more evidence. I would like more people to...
I imagine. Well, mana is the sort of
Is it?
natural British way to pronounce that. I would have thought,
I guess so.
and I think the majority of our audience is probably British.
Wonder what happened all those years ago.
Look at this place. This is kind of what I like. There's obviously something more than meets the eye to this world. Like this weird technology in here. It's a bit Assassin's Creedy.
It's a bit Control, but you've not played it, so you don't know.
No.
E for excellent, says Garrett
That's right.
McFarlane, who's never played a game.
Look at this. To those who would seek to serve Athia, Susurrus, filled our skies with fire and ash. The mere sound of the creature's wings filled our hearts with cold terror. Athia suffered, Athia burned.
I love that. God proclaims himself Susurrus, and everyone's like, really? That's what you're going for?
Who uses that word
Dragon, you mean?
ever?
I thought so too.
Spiderhulk26 says, I say mana. Well, you're wrong, aren't you? Because look at our poll. That's right. Crawl back into your spider hole.
Oh, an ancient garment.
I'm only being mean because I know that Spiderhulk is a regular viewer. And hopefully we'll come back.
Okay. If anyone's just joined, it's
Sorry.
it's me and the cuff here. It's a
Hello.
cuff. I'm wearing the cuff,
There I am.
and that's the
Wobbling
other
around.
voice that you
Rob,
can.
that tickle.
That's the other voice you can hear.
Yes.
Okay.
I wanted to just say, I hope it's not gone.
Dear old Silas,
Uh,
she really didn't want
De
anyone
Wikinger.
having any fun.
As a German, I pronounce it
You don't have
Mana.
to read this stuff.
Manna. And it just feels right. Scroll down a tiny bit, please, Dan. But I don't think there is a right or wrong way to say it, really. I agree with that whole attitude, and I also admire, I'm jealous of the casual way that Germans and other Europeans just drop in perfect English and say, well, as a German, of course, this is how I pronounce it.
Yeah, I'd love to say as an Englishman, this is how I pronounce German words. But all I can say in German is Entschuldigung, ich kann nicht Deutsch sprechen.
Yeah, me too. All of my words in German are to do with langsamer bitte, slower please. And ich verstehe nicht. I'm going to do something now, Rob. Double S rank streams, it says. #PodSquad.
They just
Pod squad?
Well, I didn't know if that happened here too.
It hasn't before, but I think it should.
I introduced my girlfriend to Access this past Christmas maze. She has now gone back and watched so many of your videos and specials, and she is in love. The Christmas maze is tradition now. Excellent. I'm glad that you're both
Yeah,
enjoying
I'm glad as well.
Where did they even come from?
I think we are going to have to.
Ooh.
Yeah, the Christmas maze just, you know.
The Eagles are
thing
coming.
now.
Yes, it is, yeah. You can't stop
You
it, no
keep
matter
doing it now.
how hard it
Oh, you
is.
can't stop it now. It's too late.
Oh no, Spiderhulk just says, okay, Nate. No, come back. Come back and say mana any way you
kinda
want.
sore.
Quick breather. It's not much, but you never know.
Dennis Gallagher, you'll enjoy this, Rob. Dennis Gallagher says, Eine Welt. And then in brackets, my only German is from Dark.
Yes. Oh, I love Dark.
Eine Welt. Deine Welt.
In meine Welt und deine Welt. Which means in my world and your world, I think.
Yeah, I think that is. That's, Joe Hurley says, the only phrase I know in German is shoot the glass, which I also know. Skifahren das Fenster. Well, it's from Die Hard.
You know, my only Japanese is. That's right, brother. It's me. Sasibori da na. Kuyudai. Homboyo.
What's that?
So oridayo. It means it's from the Metal Gear Solid 2 trailer where Liquid Snake comes back. And Snake's like, "Oh, is it you?" And he's like, "Yes, brother, it's me."
Is that because you watched it so many
I
times?
watched that trailer at least 200 times. Sasibori da na. Kuyudai.
Some dark chat now. Not dark
Oh,
chat.
dark.
Not sinister. It's just best thing on Netflix.
It is. Honestly, one of my favourite TV programmes of all time on any platform.
So good.
So good. And the composer, I messaged you about this at the weekend.
Yeah.
No one's going to care about this.
Let's go.
Ben Frost, who composes the music in Dark, is making an opera of...
Sorry, someone called Toby has simply commented out of viral, which I really like because it makes Toby out of viral the budget footballer's name. He used to play for Tottenham. Sorry, Rob. Yeah, Ben Frost.
Ben Frost is working with Robert McFarlane, one of, if not my favourite writer ever. at the moment, anyway, on an opera adaptation of The Peregrine, which is a classic of British landscape writing by J.A. Baker.
So you'll be the only person.
I'll be the only person there. It's such a weird... It's just everything in that sentence is something I like.
Yeah.
Everything.
Well, it's a bit like when I really I was mad that I didn't catch it so I could listen to it day by day in the run-up to Christmas. We've talked about this as well. But that Robert McFarlane had put together a radio adaptation of The Dark is Rising with music with Johnny Flynn. And again, it's like, oh, all those things I like. I guess you just get to a certain age and people just make things specifically for you.
Yeah. It's always Robert McFarlane as well.
Thanks,
He's
Robert.
always doing something. Making an opera, making a radio drama.
He's a very busy man.
Where did he find the funding? Who would I pitch an opera adaptation of The Peregrine to and have them say yes? I guess I'm not
I
Robert
don't know,
McFarlane.
you, if you were rich,
Yeah.
you'd bankroll that.
I would. But it's not, I can't imagine it's going to do well, is it? An opera of The Peregrine. Has anyone even heard of The Peregrine?
Over there.
I've heard of it. I've not read it.
It's quite a thing. It's a book that I couldn't say I enjoyed, but that I respected a lot and appreciated. It's really boring for really long passages, and then all of a sudden just bursts to life. A lot like the experience of walking around in fields for months on end, tracking peregrine falcons, which is what the book is about.
Oh, is it the guy who was... the kind of single spotter and his wife made him sandwiches?
Yes.
And,
Yeah.
I do know that story.
Yeah. And you can definitely see by reading it how he has influenced Robert McFarlane and this sort of new wave of landscape writers.
Because it was it in McFarlane's book? Does he talk about it in, is it
He's in
Landmarks?
Landmarks, he talks about it quite a lot, yeah.
Landmarks was talking about, just to bring things slightly full circle. My first introduction to McFarlane was, again, listening to Radio 4 while I was washing my car. I remember it very clearly. And Landmarks Book of the Week, but it was read by Tobias Menzies.
Ah, yes.
And it was a brilliant reading, really, really good. And I think the writing is brilliant in it. Anyway, just not too much. Not so much I'll be, oh, come on. But it is quite lyrical. And
it's precise, though, isn't it? It's precise in its lyricalness.
And
it's not ornate.
And as we know, when you get things read out by a professional actor, they always sound better than just if you read them in your head. So yeah, it was. I really still, if I could find that old Book of the Week, I'd love to have that around. And Tobias Menzies, obviously, who's in Game of Thrones, which we probably talked about earlier.
And The Crown.
Of course.
He's really good in The Crown. Doesn't get enough room to shine in Game of Thrones, I don't think. He just plays like a Catelyn Stark's cowardly brother, doesn't he?
Yeah, I remember there was some really funny stuff in the last few episodes with him, though, which I thought paid off quite nicely.
Wait, what is that?
Yes, I remember that.
Shall we take a look?
Phoenix J5 asks, presumably as a joke, recommended dark with original audio or dubbed? Did you not hear us saying Einfeld? Einfeld, Einfeld. Gotta be.
I always go dubs.
Gotta get that reading in.
Yeah. Oh god. Defeat the target enemy within the allotted time. The quicker you defeat them, the higher your score will be. Oh god, it's new.
The cuff commands you.
Oh god, it's a boss. A boss! Oh god. I wasn't expecting this kind of pressure. Where is it?
Do it.
There it is.
Oh, it's flying.
Just go for it.
You got 10 minutes, to be fair. That's ages. And you're stuck on a cactus. I'm being sassy. How's it going? Rob, Lampard's been sacked.
It was only a matter of time.
And in response, Toby has simply written, out of viral.
Who do you think they're going to get in? I think Sean Dyche.
Maybe they'll get Poch.
There's no way they'll get Poch. Poch is going to be hanging on for a proper job. A really good Champions League job, I reckon.
I'm so sad about football. Let's not talk about it anymore, but it is quite funny if Lampard really has gone.
He's definitely going to. I feel sorry for him a bit.
Devlin, but I'm sorry, I have to say this because otherwise I feel a bit mean. Devlin Burgess has said subs and dubs are both valid, and I want to say, like genuinely, like of course they are, and whichever way you enjoy it and it's easiest for you to watch, go ahead and please enjoy the shows that you enjoy. Don't want to shame anyone at all, and personal preference, original, because the expression of the original actors, I miss that. If I lose it, I miss it.
Yeah.
And I know that loads of dubbing artists do a fantastic job as well. But that's just personal preference.
Yeah.
Mosen says, "Nay, thoughts on Kane going to United?" Apparently, he's not doing that.
I heard he was in talk or
Open
considering a new contract.
I think he's nuts.
That's mad.
I mean, as a Spurs fan, obviously, I want him to stay, but he's done as much as any man can for Tottenham. So.
It was there in the Poch years, right? That year you came second to Chelsea in the Premier League, and the year where you lost to Liverpool in the Champions League final.
Yeah.
Like it was then or never.
Yeah, when you look at the transfer windows around that time, and there is a history of us doing well, and we what is it, 2-3 windows without any purchase? It's absolutely outrageous. It's outrageous. So that's why we didn't win it. Anyway, let's talk about fantasy novels and not things that make me sad, actively sad.
I'd love to beat this boss. He's quite hard.
Well, you've got 7 minutes and 42 seconds. Is there a health bar?
Yeah, it's in the bottom left. It's just the yellow basically.
Oh, I meant for the boss. Yeah, you're doing fine.
Oh.
It's just above the boss. Now's your chance, Rob. Get in there, slap it.
You're mine.
Yeah. Total score. New record. First time bonus.
And some mana.
3 manas. 4 manas. Oh, look. Oh, I could have got 36,000 points. So I'm not going to do it again.
PG Soup says, this bracelet knows a lot about football.
Oh, another trophy. Monument to
correct.
Wisdom. Good. Right, I really should unlock a new piece of magic now.
Google Dagog says, what a kerfuffle, which is a good pun. Congratulations.
First shot, level 3. Yeah.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Let's try it out on these little birds over here.
These birds won't know what's hit them.
Aw, yeah.
Can't tell if that's really got the range, but as they get closer... Oh, good dodging. Oh.
Where are the others?
Oh.
Whoa. Right on the money.
Right on the money. There's lots of anti-Tottenham jokes that I'm ignoring in the comments.
Poor Tottenham.
Yeah.
Playing tonight. aren't
Yeah,
they?
and the wheels have fallen off a little bit, and we're still 5th, so got to keep things in perspective. It's not been much fun, but
Were you excited after the first half of the Man City game?
not really. No, I thought anything could happen, and it's at that stage where the things that are wrong are so embedded in the club that you kind of like a win doesn't. I mean, I'd like to qualify for the Champions League next season, but a win doesn't really fix things. And we're in the January transfer window. In a way, some panic buys would be quite good. Or none of the long-term situations is going to be resolved by a win or a loss. So what I actually thought, and I said actually out loud, was we'll probably win, and if we don't, at least it'll be an exciting second half. And then we lost. So got what I wanted. Got what I wanted.
Quite the lucky find indeed.
It's that drawing.
It's going to reveal some things on the map, I think. The home of the hero's refuge.
Hey, this is one for the chat. Because I don't know why, but I do struggle to get into new games which I know are going to be big and going to demand my time. So I've recently installed the Baldur's Gate remake on PS4. And has anyone played that? It's very old school now. It's from 1998, I think. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to persist with it. But I thought it'd be an interesting blank, little gap in my knowledge to fill in. Also, how do you pronounce that magical word? Poll has finished. 86% of people do agree with the way that I would normally say it.
Yeah.
760 votes, which isn't that many, is it? That's very lazy of everyone watching not to have voted.
Oh yeah, the burst level 3 is good.
Burst.
On it.
Wow. Okay. That's better, isn't it? Remember earlier on, it was like you were firing little pencils at people.
Yeah.
This is much nicer.
Hey, grade A for that.
Jarvis Sensei has brought up the, how do you pronounce melee?
Melee.
Some people say melee. Or melee? No, melee.
Melee
Melee.
is what they say.
Melee. Little Mikey 2903 says, I'm a little behind in stream, but I'm currently watching Dark for the first time. And I'm
Dark
loving it.
is so good. If you haven't watched Dark on Netflix, please, I beg you, watch it. It's so good.
I agree. I agree. But Weekend Warrior says, only played Baldur's Gate 1 and it's great. Highly recommend it. Well, there is the... I know that it's not confirmed as definitely coming to PlayStation, but there is obviously there's a Baldur's Gate, a new game in the work. So that would be a nice thing as well if I got into the world and I understood the context a bit better and ended up playing that at some point. Devlin Burgess has got a different opinion. Which is that just basically it's had its time. Wow, people are saying it. The real Rifer, melee, surely. Melee, and I don't know how I would spell my phonetic pronunciation. Melee. Yeah, melee, like K-Bray Warrener, like that. Meg Maybe Short says, melee. Melee.
There it is.
Yes.
Think that's awesome.
Alex Coates says, Mel B's sister, Mel A, which is the correct interpretation. Wow.
Pick up some grass.
This is like, feels like uncovering the inverter wars. This is another battleground for gamers.
I'm getting increasingly sucked in by this world now.
What are you going to find for us, Rob? Another dungeon? Labyrinth?
Yeah, there's another... Oh, there's stuff everywhere. What's this? Just a bag.
Spine stone.
Something up there, look. That golden thing.
Gotcha.
Fire a rock into his face. Yeah.
Die.
Oh, that's a good word to say, isn't it? As well.
Die.
Die, yeah. What's this?
Frey, would you mind going and taking a closer look at that tower?
Sure.
I think it might help us get a better sense of our surroundings.
Oh, I know what that's going to be.
Climb that, do you?
What do you think it's going to be?
It's going to reveal some more of the map.
Oh. Goggle the Gog, and I relate to this, says, I think I have always avoided saying melee out loud. I just love that. I'll just arrange my life around not saying this thing I'm not sure about.
Another tower. Eliminate the enemy.
What's this like the towers in Shadow of Mordor?
The ruins of Svetio. Eliminate the enemy. A necklace will be found there. There's lots of just enemies that need eliminating. I might go and eliminate one. I'll go there.
Yeah.
It's only 200 odd
Short
meters
hop.
away.
I do like being able to see around. I like towers. I like being up high. It's like I like... The only thing I really like doing in GTA 5 is flying a plane around.
That puts my health down, but I've not really upgraded it at all.
The ends will be coming after you with a vengeance.
Those insane soldiers, you mean?
James Bashford. Wow. He really makes you realise when you watch a channel for a long time how specific the little in-jokes get. James Bashford says, how would Richard Taylor say melee?
How would he?
A very interesting question. I'm not sure. I might have to think about that for a couple of minutes. Shawak says, so what are your first impressions, Rob and Nate? And then instantly says sorry on the same line. Is that because you know I don't like being called Nate? And in which case, why? Why have you done it?
Ooh. Feisty bird here. Now it's dead. Right, nearly at this cave now. Oh god, he's on horseback, this one.
Really?
Oh, maybe not, no, he looked like he was.
What kind of a shield? What kind of... Are they like Roman vibes?
Here it comes. Oh yeah.
Very, quite flippant as a hero. I wouldn't be so flippant fighting armoured...
It's like an execution.
I guess you've got magic and a cuff.
They killed those who tried to escape.
Ooh. Crikey.
Heads up.
Look at this one.
I know. Mad dash. Maybe take that one out. Tendrils. Nice. They're resistant because of their
Yeah.
shields. What's the deal? Getting underneath them? Getting
Got to get
around?
behind them. Got to sort
Nice.
of do a parkour hop over their backs. Which I'm not very good at yet.
Oh, go on. Yeah. That'll do. Bit of crowd control.
So we're going to
Is
do that.
Is that an enemy, that one? It's sort of wandering
not
listlessly
doing
through. Nice.
Now's your chance.
On it.
Only a C.
Gross.
Dr. Frew, grudgingly reading this one out, says, will I need to play the first 3 Spokens to understand this one?
I've enjoyed that more than I probably should have done.
Check it out.
Very good. Where was the... Is that it? Were those the enemies outside? I thought it was going to be a cave and there'd be something inside the cave.
Is that where you put your...
That's where I put my marker, yeah.
Well, there was something there. Enemies that we'd not fought before.
I do like doing this. Just whizzing over things.
Are you levelling up your parkour as well, or is that skill set sort of there from the beginning?
There are various magical moves that get added to the suite of parkour moves you can do. For instance, like the additional kick up a cliff I can do now. And I think later on you'll get
This
a
looks
grapple.
so different.
You see that wall ahead of us? There's like shining
Like a fingerprint.
rocks diagonally going up it.
Okay,
I
yeah,
think
yeah.
later on you can get a grapple that allows you to just flip up all of those.
Do you take full damage?
If you do a mega fall, yeah.
Wow. Just mashing the heck out of livestock.
Bullseye.
Well, they're attacking me.
They are. They've got these weird colours on them. They need to be taken down.
Look out!
Right, where else? I'll go and get that treasure chest that's up there. If I can work out how.
Domestic says that they're getting infamous flashbacks. Flashbacks to the game Infamous. And says what a game that was. And I will concur. I really, really enjoyed Infamous. I thought it was great. Remember reviewing it on PS3.
In the olden days.
Yeah. And now that studio's gone on to make Ghost of
Yeah.
Tsushima.
What a game that
What
is.
happened here?
The ruins of something.
Just think.
Svetlo? Svetio? Spetio? Don't know. Frostclaw says, "Oh my god, is that Nate?" And the answer is no.
No, it's the cuff.
It's the cuff. Today, there is only cuff. But otherwise, you could say so.
Oh, what have I just done?
What have I
Oh
done?
no!
What have I done?
Oh no! This might turn out to be quite a difficult fight.
Well, you're not exactly inconspicuous.
Right, bind.
This'll. Gotcha.
I guess this tricky mixture of shields and not shields. Got to keep dancing around, mixing it up, impaling people on the floor. Finisher?
Yeah, I thought I was on for the finisher then, but I wasn't quite. Tendril. They don't care about the tendril.
No, the shields are apparently great.
Come on,
Nice.
Frey.
That was good. Does feel like a nice area of effect attack there would be.
Yeah, it's nearly ready. It's nearly ready.
Just keep dancing. Cheeky monkey.
Do it, Frey. Oh, please charge up.
That's nice. That was worth the wait.
Nope, not working. Yeah.
Is this game out yet? Says Gabriel Clef.
Tomorrow.
Kinda guessed
It's
it
out
already.
tomorrow on PS5. There we go. Nice.
Well, that was straightforward enough.
I would not have described that as straightforward.
Seems we're
What's
free
in
of
here?
any immediate danger.
Treasure chest.
Here's hoping it stays that way.
I will take it. I will take it.
Making one piece.
I almost didn't catch that one.
Yeah. Doubt
I
that
do
thing
not
will
know
still
the
be
way.
standing next time we're here.
Well, we feel free to stop and say a last goodbye.
Okay.
Now's your chance.
On it.
Persona says, imagine if you guys got 3,000 viewers and had pizza while everyone was at the office. We should have thought harder about how to attract 3,000 viewers to this stream.
Well, it's the cuff.
I mean,
That's what it's there for.
that's true.
The cuff.
Yeah, you were quite pleased when you told me about the cuff idea. I don't think it was a pizza slam.
No.
Which is what I'm going to refer to the best stream.
The pizza doesn't come during the stream. It's a big mistake, I think, to have revealed the pizza situation to the audience.
Well, it
Because-
hasn't resulted in a pizza
No,
just yet.
not yet.
Demisic says, Nath has the most calming voice on Access. Sorry, I'm just reading out loads of stuff about me. I know Dave said he was supposedly the original voice of Brian Cox, but that voice belongs to the Calm Master. And in saying that, what Dave means is, Rob said, can either of you do an impression of Brian Cox? And Dave said yes, and I said yes, and then I did it. And that was it. So, I don't know that I was supposed to be, or I was the original. Come on, Dave. Come on. And yeah, I know he's not here to defend himself. That's why I'm saying all these
Yeah,
things.
it worked for you there as well, because your impression was good, and you've also got the boyish, evergreen, youthful looks of Brian Cox as well.
I used to, Rob.
Incoming.
All things must pass.
Into shadow.
This looks like a big one.
Yeah, I will go into the west. and diminish.
I will diminish.
And remain Brian Cox.
Yeah.
Oh God. These things did not like the tendrils, if I remember correctly. They don't care.
Pitch Black 1994, who seems to maybe not watch many streams, says, I think Rob could do an amazing Gandalf. Like, when I cannot think of a day when I haven't heard you do a Gandalf.
It's just so many things that Gandalf says can be applied in everyday situations, though.
Yeah.
All the time.
Well, especially in work, if someone says, oh, I don't know what to do.
All right.
Don't know what to do. Oh, so do
We live to see such time. That is not for them to decide. He's left through back in. Along with all his possessions. The ring is yours now. Put it somewhere out of sight.
Whew. Excellent.
It's heard its master's score.
So there you go. Anyway, Rob does do Gandalf frequently.
What's this? Oh no, these look
This one
difficult.
seems like something of a handful.
Oh no, they look really difficult.
Start pulling your weight.
Mine.
This for size.
That went well.
You bet it did. That asshole's going nowhere. That's not doing
Just
much.
you wouldn't describe these things, these horrible zombie chimera things, as assholes, would you really?
No, it wouldn't be my go-to. I would.
Oh God, they've really hit me there. Yeah, I was going to say, I think I've encountered.
Oh my God.
I've encountered an enemy that is. I can't remember when I last saved it now.
It's got an old school save mechanic.
A long time ago.
Oh, I was there. 3,000.
Oh, no, I'm here.
Oh, good.
Fighting them again. I just have to run away.
Why the hell not?
Tell me, where is the pizza? Because I much desire to eat with him.
He has fallen into shudder. Why, they did not get 3,000 picocurrents.
Someone's asked if I will come back and try to beat Dave for the crown.
Massive.
No, we can do it.
No. And I was going to say, of course, no.
Nope.
Um,
Not working.
I don't think, and also if I lost, that would be awful. So no, I want someone else to do it. And that's not the point, is it? That would be like, I don't know what it'd be like. It'd be like a dad having to have a go on a game. Oh, I see you're struggling with the game. Well, let me do the game. That would be rubbish.
Gotcha on your
It's just,
toes
it's
now.
getting ridiculous now with Dave though, because he's not
that good.
he hasn't been, you know, he probably beat me pretty convincingly at Gran Turismo, and he beat Ash not massively convincingly, but enough on Guitar Hero. All of the others have been like, could have gone either way.
Yeah, Guitar Hero though. It's like Dave's favourite game.
But Ash did also say it was her favourite game, which I think prompted the Rosie should have beaten him at Worms.
Here it comes.
Dave just
Yes.
Dave did like he didn't cheat, but there was there was some tactics going on in the last game.
Tactics.
You just engineered a certain situation and used the gaming mechanics in a slightly underhand way, I
That's
feel.
not doing much.
Well, that sounds a lot like what I did at the weekend. If it helps anyone to know, I beat Dave at a board game.
Oh, did you?
We were playing Dune.
June.
Dune. With a few friends of the channel. So Chris, who was the original, they don't call them DMs, I can't remember, the referee for our Cyberpunk
Yeah.
playthrough, was also in the game, and a few other friends. And there was an alliance. It was 6 players and an alliance. So I won with another player. But Chris and Dave were in an alliance, and it was a tense finish. Went all the way to round 10, which is the final round. It was great. It's a really good game, especially if you like Dune.
June is in Frank Herbert's June.
Dune. Yeah.
I've still not seen the film.
Which fit? Well, either one, I guess.
The new one with Timothy Chalamet.
It's pretty good. pretty good.
Is it sci-fi Lord of the Rings, like I've heard some people say?
I won't say anything, because anything I say will make you enjoy it less, but I would say it's worth watching. And then hopefully you like it. God.
Not doing very well at the moment. Could really do with using me big magic.
Should have played Robopoly. Somebody says, what, today, now, or against Dave? What's the plan then for beating Dave? Is Alex coming up with the plan for...
Well, it's just to be better than him at whatever game it is. Like, the Crash one, I was supposed to win.
Yes. Yeah. You made, and that would make him feel great as well. He'll feel like he's Neo in the flipping Matrix. Because of Dragon Says, talking board games, I played War of the Ring with my pal at a board game cafe yesterday. It was great fun. I have been eyeing up whether I would like to play a Lord of the Rings board game.
My dad bought me one once for Christmas.
You still got it?
And I don't think he quite anticipated like the true nature of it. He was expecting, something like Cluedo.
Right.
He spent about 2 hours reading the rules, and then we played it for about an hour, got frustrated, and just stopped playing.
Yeah. I had to watch a big tutorial video just to understand the basics of Dune.
Like I'm in training for
That's
world
the
title.
that's the commitment. That's what you need. Garrett McFarlane says Dune sequel is greenlit. The Dune sequel is wrapped. It's been shot. It's happening.
Wow.
I'm excited.
How many films are there going to be? 3?
I don't know. I thought it was going to be 2, but then I did hear that maybe there were more in the offing. But I think it might depend on how far they go, because there are a lot of Dune books, but increasingly strange things happen in them, is my understanding.
I've not read any of the books. I've not seen any of either of the 2 films.
Oh, you don't know the story at all?
No.
Oh, man, and that would be great. Yeah, watch. Don't listen. Don't read any of these comments. Don't listen to me. Just enjoy it.
Should I read the book?
I would watch the film and then read the book.
Okay.
I didn't love the book, but...
it's a big one. It's like a big old brick of a book, innit?
Yeah.
We've gone over the time now. Overtime.
Got it.
And there's a story. Oh, perform the cuff scan. What's happened? Oh no, it's more electric zombie things. But we're going to wrap the stream up now.
We can't do it while we're fighting.
No,
You've got to kill this enemy
I'll
first.
just kill this thing. There we
If
go.
anybody's got really anything important, very important, they want to say on the chat, quickly.
But I'm just going to walk up here towards this story mission. This is Forspoken on PS5. It is out tomorrow on PlayStation 5. We've just been exploring a little bit of the open world here today. The weather's gone bad all of a sudden.
Dun, dun, dun.
I'm hoping it's going to get better if I go down
It's
here.
gone back to the M5.
It's not.
We're on our way
I've
to
obviously
Taunton.
triggered something. Oh no, it's cleared
That's
up.
fine. It's fine.
It's fine. But I've been Rob. This has been the Cuff.
Hello. Goodbye.
Just like if you're wondering if you're just tuning in, why has he got golden belt round his wrist? It's because that's what Frey wears in the game. She wears a magical cuff that talks to her, and it talks through the DualSense wireless controller. I turned that off for this stream, otherwise he'd be chatting through it the whole time.
And I was replacing it.
Yes.
You didn't need it.
Also, I was playing this last night. It was about 11 o'clock, and just some sass, loud sass, started coming out of my controller whilst my wife and daughter were asleep. I had to turn it off quickly. But that is another cool feature of the game. It's a very sort of intriguing, beautiful world, and I am increasingly enjoying the fast-paced, acrobatic, magic combat. And I hope you've got a good flavour of the game from this stream. But yeah, as I say, it's out tomorrow on PS5. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining us.
Lovely to see everyone.
It's been a nice, chill, chatting about things we like stream. So I've enjoyed myself. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Alex, who's been in the chat as PlayStation Access. Thank you to my lovely golden cuff for joining me and talking about fantasy books and other wondrous things.
Anytime.
And we will be back on Thursday, I believe, with another live stream of another game that is also coming out this week. So join us then. it should be a heart-stopping live stream. Just a little hint. We've also got other videos coming out this week on lots of other exciting things. One of which Nathan.
It's a
sorry,
secret,
the
it's a
cuff.
secret,
The
it's a
cuff
secret.
nearly spoiled the secret earlier on.
We'll have to fire that cuff.
But that's coming. So yeah, have a good evening, everybody. And we will see you later in the week. Goodbye.
Goodbye.